Welcome. This is Exploring Mind, Body, and Breath. I'm Rebecca, and happy to see everybody today. We're going to continue our exploration of the koshas, which is from an ancient yogic text, the Upanishads. And koshas mean sheaths or layers. And it's another way of organizing the body, like the chakra system. It's a way of organizing the energetic systems in the body. So we're starting with the outermost sheath, or Annamaya kosha, and that translates to the food body, which I think is funny and interesting. It is what we create with our food, right? But the physical body. In our Western world, we organize our physical body using the senses: touch, sight, hearing, smell, and taste. In yoga and meditation, we use our senses as a way of staying in the present moment. And if you are aware of what you're seeing, feeling, tasting, smelling, hearing, you can't really be somewhere else. You have to be present in that moment. It's interesting to note that one of the symptoms, as we all have heard numerous times, one of the symptoms of COVID is the loss of smell and taste. And I have not, luckily, had to experience that, but I can imagine how disorienting that would be to lose your senses. We are grateful for the ones that we have and their working ability. So today we'll work with the last two senses, smell and taste. And I've instructed everyone to grab two things for our meditation today: something fragrant, a flower, candle, perfume, spices, and something flavorful, chocolate kiss, candy, raisins, or a salty snack. Put your food morsel aside for later and bring your fragrant item close. Today I have a candle made by my friend Leslie Abrams from Yo Soy Candle. She has all these affirmations. This one is I am worthy, and it's a white tea and ginger candle. And I have it lit right here. So take a moment to find your seat and make sure that your fragrant item is close by. Allow yourself to ground, feeling connected to the earth. Sitting up nice and tall, feeling the strength of the inner body that allows the outer body to relax. So bring your fragrant item just close enough that you can smell the fragrance. What do you notice? Is there any kind of a physical reaction in the body? I guess it depends on what the scent is. Is there a reaction in your mind? Smell is one of the most potent memory producers. What does this smell remind you of? Bring it closer. Is it still pleasant? Overwhelming? Can't get enough? Stay with the sensation. Bring it wherever is comfortable for another 3 or 4 breaths. Enjoying the fragrance. I don't think anyone chose a fragrance that they don't like, but maybe you did. So see what that experience is. And then place the item to the side, close by, and allow your eyes to close or take a soft gaze. If you have a lit candle, make sure it's in a safe place. And take a moment to really feel grounded in place, feeling your connection to the earth, allowing the breath to help you sit taller in your seat. Inhaling and reaching the crown towards the sky. exhaling and getting more grounded into the earth, relaxing the outer body, releasing the muscles of your face and neck, shoulders, heart open, belly soft, relaxing in the hips and thighs and legs. Bring your scent to mind. Maybe you can still smell it, or maybe the memory of the scent is strong. Notice any memories that pop up or feelings that arise from this particular scent that you've chosen. Let's take 10 long, slow breaths, remembering the scent, noticing what comes up. And as you come towards, excuse me, as you come towards the conclusion of your 10 breaths, take a moment to notice what that, oh goodness, notice what that experience is like. Our senses ground us in a place and a time and evoke memories of other places and times. Take a moment to reflect on your experience. We spend a lot of time, interestingly enough, avoiding unpleasant scents and trying to create more pleasant scents. And it is so much an experience of personal nature, right? What attracts some people might repel others. Cherish our senses, what we have, what helps us connect with the outer world. And we'll continue with our sun breaths. Inhale, allowing the arms to float up, palms up. Exhale, release and lower the arms. Allow the arms to just float up on the breath. And then float down like feathers. Take 3 more, noticing the connection of the movement with the breath. This coordination of movement and breath is kind of the basis, or one of the bases of yoga. And this or the next time that arms come down, pause there. We'll inhale once more and then lower the right hand, come up and over with the left. Stay for a breath or two, opening in the side body. And then begin to circle your arm, dropping it down, inhaling up. Take your time moving through your range of motion. If it's small, that's fine. Let it be what it is for you today. And then find a place to reverse the direction, noticing how that changes the experience of the movement. And this or the next time that the arm is coming up, use it to bring yourself up sitting, we'll inhale and exhale the right arm over. Stay in the side bend first. Breathing into the side body, and then begin on the exhale to circle. Take your time, move slower or more quickly, whatever feels right with your breath and body today. Making some space. When you're ready, reverse the direction and notice what's presenting today, what's showing up. And this or the next time that you're inhaling, allow that inhale to bring you all the way up. Release arms down. Inhale to sit up nice and tall. We'll come into a twist, bringing left hand to right knee. Right hand, just let it rest behind you as you exhale. Inhale and get tall, and then use your exhale and your muscles to twist. So don't pull with your arms. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the other side. Sort of first we prepare, inhale, get tall, and then it's a squeezing and a twisting in the inner body that helps us to turn and twist. Take your time moving from side to side, staying for one or more breaths, and really be aware of using your inner body to create the twist. Using the breath to move you in and out of the twist. Kind of changes it, doesn't it? Makes it a little more of an inner experience. Take your time, and when you've worked equally to both sides, make your way back to center, and we'll begin a seated cat-cow, inhaling, opening the heart, rocking the pelvis forward. Exhale, tuck the pelvis, draw the belly in, let the head come forward. Inhale, roll forward, open the front body. And exhale, roll back, open that space between the shoulder blades. Take your time moving forward and back, or add some rotation by bringing your rib cage forward to the side, back to the side. Yeah, beautiful. When you're ready, reverse direction if you're circling. And slowly make your way back to center. Inhale the arms out to shoulder height and then bend your elbows, bringing fingertips to the tops of your shoulders. Let's begin to circle, making big circles with as if we're drawing with the elbows. And like in all things, make it comfortable, right? Don't push it to the very limit. Reverse direction, up and back. Where do you feel it? Shoulder blades, top of the shoulders. And now reverse direction, one at a time. Infinity shoulders. And reverse. Come back to center. Inhale, up. And exhale, hands to heart center. I'm going to do just a little bit of head movement, and then we'll move on. Inhale in place, and then exhale and gently release your chin towards your chest. Inhale and roll towards your right shoulder, ear to shoulder. Exhale, roll back, chin towards chest. Inhale and roll left ear to left shoulder. And we'll continue with this half circle, right? So we're not dropping the head back. We're just rolling from ear to ear. And the next time that your right ear is near your right shoulder, stay here. I'm going to bring my right arm up and rest it on my head. I'm not cranking. I'm just giving a little tiny bit of weight, a little suggestion. Take your left fingertips and reach them away. Maybe you can touch the floor or reach out and find a stretch in the left side of your neck. Exhale, and keeping your head tilted, begin to turn your head very gently to look down as if you're going to look at your armpit. Inhale back, facing forward, and then very gently keep the tilt and turn the head to look up at an angle towards the ceiling. Back to your starting position. Release the arm and come back through center. Chin to chest and just a few circles, half circles from one side to the other. Noticing if one side feels different. And the next time that left ear is to left shoulder, pause here. Inhale the left arm up, maybe gently touch. Please don't pull on your head, just a gentle suggestion. Maybe reach right fingertips away. Breathe to open space. On an exhale, with the head in a tilt, begin to slowly turn to look down towards your armpit, your hip. Inhale, looking straight ahead with head tilted. And exhale, turn to look up at an angle towards the ceiling. Inhale back, straight ahead. Exhale, release the arm. Inhale this head to center, and last time we'll exhale, chin to chest, and gentle rolls from ear to ear. Come back to center and circle your shoulders up, back, and down. Beautiful job. Now we're going to come into a down dog practice. If that is not part of your practice, that's fine. You can stay in place and then join us when we come up to standing. If you'd like to work with down dog, come into tabletop. And walk your hands out wide so that your pinky fingers are towards the edges of your mat. Your index fingers are parallel. Curl toes under and press your hips up and back. Begin to pedal your dog by bending one knee and pressing the opposite heel towards the mat. Your heels do not need to touch. They probably won't. But you should have a long spine and your tailbone, sits bones, reaching up and back behind you. We did a lot of opening in the shoulders so that we could press the floor away. Let your head reach towards your thumbs rather than dropping at an angle. So keep the spine in a nice long line. Stay here or slowly lower your knees. You might need something underneath your knees for padding. And either press back into a child's pose or come into a little more cat-cow. If you're seated, you can do some seated cat-cow until you're ready to press up and back once more. So it's harder to do this if you stay over your hands. right? That takes a lot of effort. If you press your hips up and back, making an upside down V, it's much easier. Let your knees bend to allow your back to be long and straight. You can continue pedaling or press both heels down towards the mat. And bend your knees a lot. Begin to walk your hands back towards your feet. Let your knees bend as you arrive, bringing one hand to each knee, and then inhale, walking all the way up. Ta-da! We made it. Join us in Tadasana if you chose not to work with down dog. And take a moment to stand up nice and tall. Feel your feet making contact with the ground. You can also do this sitting if you'd like. Feel your feet against the ground. Feel the crown of the head reaching towards the ceiling. Let's take a sun breath. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to heart center. And two more. Inhale up. Exhale. And last time. Inhale up. And exhale. We're going to work with a combination of tree and warrior three. So have either a chair, which I'm going to use my chair from chair yoga class, or turn and you can place fingertips on a wall. If you have a piece of sturdy furniture like a couch or a counter that's not going to wobble, use that. If you're using a chair, make sure that it's sturdy and that it's not going to slip out from under you. We'll start standing up nice and tall. Bring your left hand either to your chair, to your wall, whatever support you're using, and then float the left foot up. Exhale and turn out at the hip and place the sole of your foot at your ankle, calf, or thigh, avoiding pressing in to the knee. Reach down through your standing leg, creating your deep root system. Draw that energy up through the core of the body, reaching the crown of your tree towards the ceiling. Maybe a branch or branches grow. See where your balance is today. I could use a little support. Make sure that breath is flowing. Remember, you can always have your ball of the foot down with the kickstand version of this pose. From here, inhale and draw your left knee forward. And we're going to kick it behind us, reaching forward with the right arm, coming into a modified warrior three. So hand on your chair or fingertips on your wall. Inhale, come back up, draw the knee in, and exhale, press behind you, reach forward and back. Inhale up, and last time on this side, reach forward to reach back. Inhale up, release your foot to the ground, arms down, and take a moment coming into Namastiti, hands at heart center, to feel the effort of that practice as it ebbs and flows away. I'm going to turn my chair because it's easy to move. Maybe you'll just move around your chair or reorient yourself. And take a moment to find your Tadasana. Really feel that sensation of grounding, of rooting, move back a little, rooting into the ground. And then when you're ready, float the right knee up, turn out and place your foot against your inner leg at the ankle, calf, or thigh. Reach down, press down through your standing leg to draw the energy up. Reach the crown of your tree towards the sky. Maybe one or two branches grow. Aha, this is my better side today. Sometimes it's one side and sometimes the other. Release your hand again to your support if it's gone away. Rotate the right knee forward and then exhale and press leg behind you. Reach forward with your hand. I'm too close to the wall. Inhale and draw the knee forward. You can lower your arm. Exhale and reach back and forward again, balancing your hips. Inhale, knee forward, and last time, warrior three, reach forward and back. Inhale, back, and release the foot down. Walk in place a little bit. Shake your legs out. What do you need to do? We have two more warriors to explore today. And I will work with a chair, but you can choose again to work with some other support or to work without support. So I'm going to stand facing my chair, fingertips on the back. Stepping back with my left foot, my right knee bends over the ankle. I'm on the ball of my left foot. My heel is pressing behind me. My hips are pointed straight ahead towards the chair in my case. My feet are on railroad tracks, not a balance beam. I'm going to inhale and raise my left arm, maybe the right as well. Pressing down through my feet, lifting up through heart center. My bent knee is right over my ankle. It's not pushing past my toes. One more breath here. Exhale, lowering my hands to my to my chair. I'm going to pivot my back foot so that I can place the heel down. Now the toes are pointing more forward and at a slight angle. I'm coming into warrior two stance. I may recorrect just a little bit, walking out a little further. My front heel is in line with my arch or other heel. My front knee is still bent. I'm going to inhale and raise my left arm. Maybe I'll add the right arm and turn to look over right fingertips. Find your seat in the pose, knee over the ankle. Press down through your feet and draw your feet towards each other to engage through the inner leg and the pelvic floor. Inhale here. Exhale, bring your hand to your chair or to your thigh. Reach the other arm up and over, extended side angle. Inhale back to warrior two. Turn your front palm up and raise the front arm while you lower the back, maybe to your thigh. Coming into peaceful warrior. You might look up towards your fingertips, keeping your front knee bent. Inhale, back to warrior two, and then take a big step up, coming back to your starting position. I'm going to turn so you can see me, so I won't have my back to you. Standing up nice and tall. Maybe fingertips to your chair or to a wall or other support. This time I will step out with my right leg. My left foot is pointing towards my chair. My knee is bent right over, whoops, nope, come back again, sorry. Start again, step straight back, doing our warrior one first. So feet are in railroad track position, so still hip distance apart. The front knee is bent over the ankle. The back foot, I'm up on the ball and I'm reaching my heel behind me. I'm getting a stretch in the front of my right hip. I might increase that stretch by adding a reach of my arm, maybe both arms, opening heart to the ceiling, hips pointing straight ahead, strong balance. Exhale, lower your arms, and then pivot your back foot so that the heel comes down and you open to the side, coming into warrior two, or in some traditions, it's called side warrior. You can understand if we go from here to here. So my right toes are pointing in at an angle. My right leg is actually internally rotated just a bit. My left leg is externally rotated. My knee is over my hip. Inhale, arms up, maybe one's on your chair or the wall, looking out over left fingertips. Think about drawing your belly in to support the pose. Sink into the seat of the pose. Inhale here, and then exhale, lower left hand to chair or thigh and reach up and over with the left. Finding a long stretch in the the right side body. Got my rights and lefts wrong. Inhale, back up through warrior two. Turn front palm up. Raise the front arm, lower the back arm. Peaceful warrior. Keep that bend in your knee if you can. Inhale, back to warrior two, and release arms down. You can straighten your front leg, and this time we'll turn toes to face forward. Inhale here, and exhale, hands to heart center, and carefully walk your feet back in. Beautiful, beautiful work exploring the warriors today. We'll do one more standing sequence, which is a half Surya Namaskar, sun salute. You can do this seated as well. Standing up tall in Tadasana, we'll inhale, arms up, and then exhale and come forward with a flat back. Let your knees bend, hands to your thighs. Inhale, open your heart, look up. Exhale, maybe you come a little further forward. I'm keeping a long spine and bent knees. And then press into the ground to inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. I'll do this one more time, facing in the other direction in a side view so you can see what my body's doing. Inhale up. Exhale, swan dive. I come forward with a long spine. At a certain point, my knees bend. Bring my hands to my thighs. Inhale and open heart forward. Exhale, come forward a little bit more, maybe straightening your legs, maybe keeping knees bent and a long spine. Press into your feet and inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's take 3 breaths here, and then we'll move back down. Inhale up, and exhale to heart center. Inhale up, and exhale down. Last one. Inhale up, and exhale. Pause here. Lovely active practice. Let's make our way all the way down to the mat, or if you're working with a chair, come to your chair, and we'll find our way through tabletop into child's pose. You can have your knees close together or wide apart, toes are together. Sink your hips to your heels and release your head down towards the mat. If the mat is far away, stack your hands, your fists, or use a block or cushion underneath the crown of your head. Inhale and exhale, releasing the effort of the standing practice. 2 more. Inhale and let it go. Last time. And exhale. Beautiful. Coming up through tabletop, if you move your feet to one side, maybe you can sit to the other side and bring your feet around, coming into a bound angle pose. So feet are together, knees apart. This is one of those poses that tends to put people into a pelvic tuck. If you feel yourself rolling way back, this is a good time to sit up taller, maybe taking a blanket, or here's my bolster, or a little cushion, and tucking it behind to give you just a little more support so that you can sit up nice and tall on your sits bones. Inhale, holding onto knees, shins or ankles. Sit up nice and tall. Exhale, soften in the hips to let your knees fall to each side. Inhale up and exhale, release. One more breath. Inhale up. Stay here with a long spine, or if you know you don't have any issues with bone density, you can begin to walk forward, maybe rounding your head towards your feet. If you can reach your feet, open your feet like a book. This helps to externally rotate your hips. 3 more breaths wherever you choose to be. And then press fingertips into the mat to sit up nice and tall. Ooh, I worked up a little sweat in our warrior practice. So I'm going to use my hands under my knees to help bring my legs out wide, sitting up nice and tall. And again, if this is the pose that makes you roll onto your tailbone, tuck that bolster or blanket or cushion underneath to give you a little more support. It helps to rotate the pelvis so you can sit up nice and tall. Bending your right knee, bringing the sole of the foot in towards the inner thigh. Let's inhale to grow tall. Bring your left hand behind you and exhale, reach away from the bended knee. Inhale up, plant the right hand, and exhale forward over that bended knee. We'll go back and forth 1 or 2 times. We're working on a diagonal here. And this or the next time that you come through center, pause, turning the torso forward, and we'll switch sides. Up tall, planting the right hand, left arm comes up and away from your bent knee. Inhale through center and exhale toward. Little change up. Beautiful. Inhale back to center, fingertips behind, and your legs out in front. Gentle bounces. Maybe let a windshield wiper motion come into your legs. Letting go. And let's set ourselves up for our tasting meditation. I'm going to make sure we have time for that. So come into your comfortable meditation seat and make sure that you have whatever you're going to be working with for your taste meditation. I have a little square of chocolate. You can work with whatever you like. Most of us, I guess, will choose something whose taste we like, right? I guess you could work with something that you have an aversion to, but wouldn't be my choice. So find your seat for meditation, item at the ready. We'll use all 5 of our senses to explore this item that we've chosen to work with. So holding this item in your hand, or if it's on a plate, looking at it on a plate, take a look at what you've got. I'm looking at a little square of chocolate. It's wrapped in a wrapper. It's blue and silver. It says milk chocolate. Sounds appealing right away. So as you're looking at it, what do you notice? Is your mouth watering? Can you smell it? Is there a sound involved? I'm going to begin to unwrap this chocolate. I'm going to pay really close attention to the feeling in my fingers, to the sound it's making, the crinkle, and the aroma of chocolate as I open it up. Take a look again. What do you notice? If it's something you can pick up in your fingers, bring it up towards your nose. Does it have a smell? Ooh, yes, mine is delicious smelling. My mouth is watering. Take just the tiniest tip of your tongue and touch it to the item. Can you taste it that way? Does it have a taste? Try it one more time. I get a little bit of a taste. Take the tiniest bite and hold it in your mouth without chewing. Where in your mouth do you taste it? Can you tell? Is it at the sides or the back or the front? Carefully chew and swallow this little bite, and then take another little bite. Begin to chew it. Wow, big taste explosion in the mouth. Take your time to really feel the sensation of the item you've chosen. Mine is creamy. Tasting all the different little subtle flavors. Noticing, I'm trying to notice if I now have chocolate on my face. I think I'm okay. Noticing what that sensation was like. If you're working with something, normally when I teach this in person, I use a chocolate kiss, right? A little tiny chocolate kiss. And how many times have we sat down with a chocolate kiss and unwrapped it, popped it in our mouths, and then grabbed another one and unwrapped it and popped it in our mouths? The first bite is where that flavor explosion happens. Does it make you want to slow down just a little bit? Maybe not. Maybe it makes you want to just pop it in your mouth. Putting your little food item to the side. That in and of itself is a meditation, isn't it? And take your seat for meditation. Allow your eyes to close or take a soft gaze, feeling your points of connection with the earth, feeling the strength of the inner body, crown of the head reaching towards the sky, softening in the face, the neck, shoulders, heart open, belly soft, heaviness in the hips and legs, keeping you comfortably grounded, connected. Take a moment to remember the experiences of smell and taste. Any thoughts or feelings that this exploration has brought up. And then notice your breath, any changes to the breath, breathing comfortably in and out, aware of the inhale as you inhale, aware of the exhale as you exhale. As thoughts intrude, just notice and come back to an awareness of the breath. We'll come to some quiet time for about 10 minutes. Returning to the breath again and again. Begin to deepen your breath, bringing small movements into fingers and toes. When you're ready, bring hands together at heart center and begin to rub, creating some friction and warmth. Get them nice and warm, and then bring one hand and then the other over heart center. Slowly blink your eyes open and release hands down. We'll seal our practice with 3 chants of Om, 1 for fragrance, 1 for deliciousness, and 1 for the community we create when we practice together. If you'd like to join, bringing hands to heart center, we'll inhale together. Om Shanti, peace, peace, peace. Namaste. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me.